John Rambo is back, and he's in Star Wars. Welcome to Mind Cannon, the Star Wars show that isn't scared to go there. I am your host, the Fat Mantis, and that's right, the Clone Wars is back. We have been waiting. The night before the premiere of the new episode, I was like a little kid during Christmas. I was having trouble sleeping. I couldn't wait. I thought that maybe they might drop it at 3 a.m. I was like, maybe I should stay up and watch it groggily. But I found a way to fall asleep. I woke up. You know, to be honest, I've been marathoning all the old Clone Wars, trying to hit every episode up, even the movie, just to be ready for this premiere. And I remembered I fit like a block of time right before work, and I said, you know what, I'll be able to veg out and watch all 13 episodes maybe before work. And I get up the morning of February 21st, and I open up Disney Plus, and I look in there, and what should happen? They only have one episode. And I was like, what? I had completely forgotten that Disney Plus is one of those channels that only puts a show out once a week. Now, I'm actually pro that. I think that's actually a good way to do it. It's actually bad vegging out and just like, you know, marathoning can be fun, but it's bad for society. It's bad for our mental health. So ultimately, they did me a favor, even though I really wish I could get more into the meat of it. But here is my review of that one episode, which is episode 701, The Bad Batch. So first, I'm going to do non-spoilers, and I've got to say, the Clone Wars looks better than it has ever looked. Now, don't get me wrong, that is already a beautiful show. I would actually say that the Clone Wars has better animation than any other animation that they've been doing, and they've been doing a lot of animation. They did Rebels, they did Resistance, and whatever you want to say about those shows, your feelings about them, whatever, whether you believe them to be canon or not, you know, I have iffy feelings about those shows, but they do not visually look as good as the Clone Wars. The art style is so well done, but particularly in The Bad Batch, it looks like they went out of their way to make sure the backgrounds and every little detail was done. It's almost as if it was Clone Wars on steroids. I really like the look of Mace Windu and Anakin. They are updated to be the Revenge of the Sith things. They've been slowly evolving, but truly they look like they were pulled right off of the movie screens for us, although they have small parts in it. This was ultimately a clone episode, and there's nothing wrong with clone episodes. Now, a lot of seasons have had their openers be about the clones, and they've been slowly having this tragic storyline go on throughout it. And to summarize it, it is basically our clones. You know, they started out in boot camp and they're training together, and they started out as scrubs, and then they become recruits, and then they become experts, and they love it, and one by one they are dying and tragedy happening, and you're seeing the horrors of war. And it's well done. It's absolutely well done. And this is it furthers the mythology a lot. It sets up for a great season, or it's really ultimately a half season, but I don't care. I'll take what I get. And I thought it was excellently done. Clone Wars does a lot of things well, but one of the things they do the best is action. And this episode has a ton of beautiful action sequences. It's almost as if they upped the ante. For Disney Plus, they are going all out. I'm going to give this episode an 88. Now, I know you're wondering, why only an 88? The clones are fun. They're very good, but they're not great. I would say that I like Jedi-based episodes, or ones that further the decline of Anakin Skywalker's moral compass, to be far better episodes than clone ones. I can't wait to see some lightsabers. I can't wait to see Ahsoka. But it was a good episode. 88 is a good score. Now, moving on to spoilers. This episode starts off where we have the return of Admiral Trench. Now, it's interesting. A lot of sources are going on and on about how Admiral Trench has made his return, and that they're surprised he's a cyborg. And I've seen literally semi-professional and professional reviewers and writers and YouTubers talking about how it's interesting that he's returned as a cyborg. And the thing I don't understand is Admiral Trench has returned as a cyborg a while ago. The opener of season 6, he has returned, and he is half cyborg. So this is nothing new, but it was good to see him. I'm glad they're going to keep rolling with him. The Republic is protecting the shipyards at Anaxis. They're broadcasting the Republic's plans to the different robots across the board, and they want to destroy the cyber center that allows this to happen. Now, before they leave, Rex sits down and he laments about the death of Echo. And he points out that all of the plans he's been using on this planet were ones he devised with his buddy Echo. Echo died, I believe, back in season 3. Then they go outside and they're meeting up with the commandos who are going to help them take the Cyber Center. And they turn out to be Clone Force 99, otherwise known as the Bad Batch. Now, like I said, John Rambo has returned. He's leading the crew of a hodgepodge medley of soldiers. Now, I will say, these guys are cliche as hell. They look like they stepped straight out of Fortnite, and ultimately they are the X-Men of the clone troopers. In other words, they have mutations that give them certain benefits, and each one is special. They live up to normal cliche archetypal things, such as there's the huge strong guy who is a heavy weapons guy as well, and there's the hunter scout who uses an ion knife. There's the there's the edgy sniper who's really dark and sinister, but is a good guy ultimately. They live up to it, but it's still a lot of fun. It's a vehicle for a lot of great action, and it's also a vehicle to validate these new troopers as both characters and soldiers, as they are very effective warriors on the battlefield. It was very well done. We find out at the very end about Echo, and it turns out that Echo is alive. They have him somewhere as a prisoner, and his brain is being drained of its information, and it's being transmitted to the droids everywhere. So Rex's plans, anything he devised with Echo, is useless, but it points out that Echo lived. Now, I know what you're saying. Echo died? Now, if you're really paying attention to clones, yes, he died. He died back in season 3. I believe it was the Citadel series of episodes where he died on a platform protecting the team. It was a sacrifice, and it was a sad moment, but since they are clones and you get them kind of confused, a lot of you might have skipped over that. I think probably in my first couple of viewings of the things, I didn't really pay attention to who was who. You hear the names Heavy, Heavy Trapper, Echo, Fives, and you don't really get to know who they are, but yes, unfortunately Echo did die earlier. I'm going to close out with a little bonus material. I like to do a little bonus review about Clone Wars. And this week, I want to talk about the end of Ahsoka as a Jedi. Now, she didn't appear at all in Season 6. She appeared in a delusion of Yoda while he was having a Force vision. So she didn't make any true canonical appearances. I want to talk about the episodes that led to her very end. Now, what I think was really genius about these episodes is that not only did it remove Ahsoka from play so that she's not around for Revenge of the Sith, but it also led to the fall of Anakin. When he is interrogating Asajj Ventress as to her relationship with Ahsoka, she says to him, I didn't turn her in for the bounty because we were kindred spirits. She was just like me. And Anakin gets angry and he says, how dare you? How dare you compare yourself to Ahsoka? She goes, we are alike. I was betrayed by my master and thrown out in the cold, just like your Jedi Order did to Ahsoka. And you can see that hits Anakin. You can see by the face he makes and the way his demeanor for the rest of the episodes, that he has this feeling that he's like, look what the Jedi Order did to my beloved Ahsoka. There are 3 people he loves in the world. And it is Padme, it is Ahsoka, and it was by far down on the bottom, Obi-Wan. He's always been a hater of Obi-Wan. So it makes sense that this lays that groundwork for that, and I think it was excellently done. I gotta say, I can't watch those 4 episodes without coming to tears at the very end, especially, even though it's not a sexual relationship breakup, Ahsoka breaking up with Anakin, saying, keep the braid, keep my Padawan braid, I'm not coming back, sweetheart, I gotta move on with my life. And he's just so devastated. It is a tough moment. It was even tougher not seeing her in Season 6. It's like, you're worried that you're never going to be able to see her again. Like I said, she appears in other cartoons, and those cartoons are, well, they're cartoons. But I will say, glad to have them back. I want you to take a moment, if you get an opportunity, if you can't rewatch all of them, at least rewatch those last 4 episodes of Season 5. They will blow your mind. Even if you've seen them again, I bet you they will get you again. So there you have it. That is my review of Season 7, Episode 1 of Clone Wars, The Bad Batch. What did you think about it? Please let me know down in the comments. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. I cannot wait till Fridays. Also, please let me know, what did you think of the end of Ahsoka? What did you think it was appropriate? Yada, yada, yada. All that good stuff. Go forth, love God, live the dream. May the Force be with you. Remember to stay tuned to Voice of the Fat Mantis for reviews, shenanigans, and all sorts of fun. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, ciao for now, bitches.